7. Birds and their behavior. Warm up. Read and enjoy the poem. 3 little ducks once I knew, fat one, skinny one, they were two. But the one little duck with a feather on his back, he ruled the others with his quack quack quack. Beaks of birds. Birds have different types of beaks depending upon the food they eat. Beaks may be short, long, hard, shaggy, or horny. Birds use them to crack nuts, pick and eat grains, to tear flesh and to crush their prey. Strong, sharp and hooked beak. Birds like eagles, vultures and owls have strong, sharp and hooked beaks. They help the bird to tear flesh. Did you know? The eagle is an amazing hunter. Its eyesight is 5 to 6 times sharper than ours. It can spot a small animal from more than a kilometer away. Short, hard and horny beak. Pigeons, sparrows, peacocks and finches have short, hard and horny beaks. They help the bird to crush grains and seeds. Hooked beak. A parrot has a hooked beak. It helps the parrot to crack nuts and bite at hard fruits. Strong and chisel-shaped beak. Woodpeckers and hoopoes have strong and chisel-shaped beaks. This type of beak helps them to tap the bark of trees and take out insects. Long pointed beak. Sunbirds and hummingbirds have long pointed beaks. These birds use them for poking or probing into a flower. Broad and short beak. Swallows have broad and short beaks. The beaks are sticky on the inside. The bird flies round and round with its beak open. Tiny flying insects get stuck inside. Then the bird swallows it as food. Broad and flat beak. Duck, geese, swan and spoonbills have broad and flat beaks. The duck's beak has strainers along its side. Through the strainers, mud and water seep out and the tiny plants and insects remain inside the duck's mouth. Then the bird eats it. Feet and claws. Birds have feet with 4 claws. Feet help them to stand and walk. The shape and structure of the claws depend on the bird's habitat and its food. Claws help them in balancing, walking, swimming, and wading in water and catching the prey. Flesh-eating birds. Flesh-eating birds like vultures, eagles, and hawks have strong and sharp claws called talons. They help the birds to catch toads, rats, and small birds. Preaching birds. Preaching birds like sparrows, crows, and parrots have 3 toes pointing forward and 1 toe pointing backward. Such feet help the bird to hold the branches while sitting on the trees. Climbing birds. Climbing birds like woodpeckers have 2 toes pointing in the upward direction and two toes in the downward direction. Such toes help the bird to climb up and hold on to the trunks. Scratching birds. Scratching birds like the hen and quail have sharp and hard claws. With those claws, they dig the ground to bring out insects and buried seeds. They have strong legs with 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. Water birds. Water birds like ducks and geese have webbed claws for swimming. They have 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. The front toes are joined by skin, giving them a flat appearance. They help them to swim in the water. Wading birds. Wading birds like herons and cranes walk through water. They have long legs with spread out toes that help them to walk in water. These birds pick up fish from the water. Birds' flight. Birds fly using their wings. The wings of a bird make 2 movements, upstroke and downstroke. It is like how we move our arms when we swim. What makes a bird fly? A bird's body is well suited for flying. It is boat-shaped. This helps it to cut through the air easily. Its bones are light and hollow, which makes its body very light. Light body is good for flying. A bird has wings instead of arms. The wings are joined to its body with very strong muscles. The muscles help the wing to move up and down. Its tail helps it to change the direction while flying. Feathers of birds. Birds have 3 kinds of feathers. Very small, soft and fluffy feathers that grow close to the bird's skin. They are called down feathers. They keep the body warm. Some feathers grow on the wings and help the bird to fly. These are the flight feathers. Tail feathers from the tail of the bird. These feathers help it while landing on the ground and in changing the direction. Nesting habits. Birds build their nest to lay eggs. They build their nest in a safe place. Most birds build their nest in trees, in broken walls, old buildings, ventilators, etc. Birds make a temporary home with twigs, leaves, and grass. It is used mainly for laying eggs. They hatch the eggs and take proper care of the young ones until they are ready to fly. After that, the birds leave their nest. They build new nests before they lay eggs again. Tailor birds. A tailor bird uses its sharp beak like a needle to sew leaves together with thread, wool, or cotton. So it is called a tailor bird. The nest is made cozy with a filling of cotton, wool, soft grass, etc. Weaver birds. A weaver bird weaves its beautiful nest out of straw and thin leaves of a palm or banana tree. The bird enters its home through a funnel-like tube which hangs below the nest. The upper part of the nest has a room where the eggs remain safe even if the nest swing in the breeze. Vulture. A vulture uses sticks to make big nests in tall trees. The nest of a vulture looks like a shallow cup. Woodpeckers. A woodpecker makes a hole deep in the bark of a tree. To make its nest cozy, it lines the hole with chips of wood. Penguins. A penguin makes a nest out of pebbles. The nest is on the ground. Partridges. A partridge makes a shallow hole in the ground which is surrounded by tall grass. It lines the hole with grass and leaves to make it cozy. Activity. Paste broomstick on the nest given below and color rest of the picture. Caring for young ones. As soon as the nest is ready, the mother bird lays the eggs in it. The eggs must be kept warm. The mother bird and the father bird sit on the eggs until the eggs hatch and the young ones come out. When young ones are first hatched, they cannot see or fly. They cannot feed themselves. So, the parent birds feed and keep the young ones warm. They also protect the young ones from their enemies. It is very interesting to look at a mother bird feeding its young one. The mother bird takes the food in her mouth, makes it soft by breaking or crushing it, and then puts it into the mouth of the baby bird. As the baby bird grows up and has feathers, the parent birds teach them how to fly and find food for themselves. Did you know people who study about birds are called ornithologists? Different birds have different types of beak depending upon the food they eat. Round up. Birds are the beautiful creatures that can fly. Different birds have different types of beaks depending upon the food they eat. The shape and structure of the claws depend on the bird's habitat and its food. A bird's body is well suited for flying. Birds build their nest to lay eggs. Birds hatch the eggs and take care of the young ones until they are ready to fly.